Hi everyone, it's Julia from Adventure Geek, and today I've got a really good hack for you, which is all about how to dry your wet socks when you're on a backpacking trip. You know, obviously if you're not in your house at night and you've not got a tumble dryer or anything like that because you're in a tent, sometimes it's really difficult to get those wet socks dry. But with this hack, and it's something, a little gadget that I've made as well, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to dry your wet socks. But I thought the best thing to do is to actually go out and get my socks wet first. So that's what I'm going to do. I had a flood alert come up on my phone this morning. I've got to walk to the post office, so I thought, okay, right, wet socks. Usually I walk in waterproof socks. So something else I'm going to talk about on this trip as well. So I'm going to walk to the post office in these really naff Salomon boots that I've got. Really they're summer boots, but they ripped within, I think I hadn't even done 50 miles. So I'm going to put those on. No waterproof socks on this morning. Going to get my feet wet on the way to the post office, and then I'll show you how to dry them when I get back. Alright, stay tuned, let's go. Guy, you know that feeling when you get sort of 5-10 minutes into your walk, you know you've got to go to the shop and you've forgotten your face mask. So anyway, just have to run back home. Face mask is now in my pocket, and it's raining even harder now, so let's get a bit wet. Get to the post office. I'll show you how to dry my socks. My feet are wet already and I've only been out for about 5 minutes. Right, let's crack on. Right, this just looks perfect to get my feet wet. Well, not actually that far from home either, so should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, what things I do for YouTube! My feet are freezing and it's absolutely sopping wet. So, yeah, that was fun though. Got to get out in the rain, ain't you? Great. Alright, not far to go now, and I'm nearly home. But while I'm thinking of it, I thought I'd give you another tip about waterproof socks. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of waterproof socks. I've got a pair of otter socks, I've got a pair of sealskin socks, and I just love them. But eventually they do wet out. Now, earlier in the year, we did a very wet through hike of the Jurassic Way, and I had both those pairs of socks with me, but Rebecca had the Bridgedale Storm socks, and they actually lasted 3 hours longer than my socks before they wetted out. So I'd highly recommend the Bridgedale Storm socks if you're looking at waterproof socks. They are a bit more expensive, but hey, 3 hours, that's a long time to have drier feet. So yeah, check them out. I'll put it in the link. I'll put a link in the description below. Right, just turning into my drive now, so I'll see you shortly. Oh my god, it's absolutely chucking it down outside. I don't know if you can hear it from here, but it's pretty crazy. And my hat is still sopping wet, I've just realised. Oh well, I'll keep it on for the time being. Anyway, I'm going to show you my gadget. This is something I made, something I saw on a YouTube channel, and I thought, that is genius. So it is a little dinky bit of cardboard that I've covered in duct tape or gaffer tape, a little bit of string, it's like Blue Peter style, isn't it? And 2 balloons. That's what you're going to need to dry your socks, as well as, they're all wet, a chamois leather, which you're going to have in your backpacking kit anyway because of your tent in the mornings. So let's crack on, and I'll show you how to get these sopping wet socks very dry, ready for the next morning. Right, you might think this is a bit of a faff, but It works, that's the thing. So the first thing you do is you take your first sopping wet sock. Just so you know, the one thing you shouldn't do with a wet sock is to wring it out, something to do with the fibres. So I read that on an article somewhere. So you really shouldn't wring socks out, even though that's a natural thing that you want to do. So you take your sock. Let's take my yellow balloon, and I'm going to stick my balloon into, oh god, this is disgusting, into my wet sock, and then I'm going to blow it up. Things I do for YouTube, I know. Let's try that again. You need to stick it right down to the bottom. Okay, so that's one done. I think I'm a bit red-faced. Okay, the thing is, if you tie your balloon in a knot, then you can't actually use it again. As in, you can't use the balloon again, so we want to reuse the balloon. So you put the string around, and I just twist it a couple of times. Okay, and then what you do, it's really hard to show people this, is then you then pull it through the little hole that I've made in the top. And you sort of put it so that it is stuck in the middle there. And then that's it. So you basically then get your chamois leather. Where's my chamois leather gone? Chamois leather. And you use your chamois leather against the balloon like that. Dry it out as much as you can. And then what I've got in my tent, across the top, I've got like one of those twisty washing lines across the centre of my tent, and I just hang those up, so they just hang them up overnight. So you can actually put 2 socks on one little cardboard thing. So that's my trick for drying my socks. I think I probably need to get some slightly bigger balloons because it doesn't actually go all the way to the top, but at least the main crux of it will be dry by the morning. So anyway, that's my tip for drying wet socks when you're out on a backpacking trip. I really hope that helps, and I'll put some instructions as to what sort of things you need to make one of these in the description below. Anyway, that's me signing out for this week. Don't forget to get outside, get inspired, go take a hike when you can, even if it's raining, and enjoy your backpacking trips. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Ta-da. Bye-bye.